everyone who's joining in, getting you all set up. So excited to see everybody. Oh, hello, hello. Thanks for all of you that are coming in. I can't read all the names. Blue Eyes, thank you for coming in. Hello, hello. I am Brooke-Sidney, and my company is called Bella and the Babe. Hello, E.R. Spalding. And my site and work is all about empowering authentic mothering, which is helping mamas mother from within. So glad that you all are joining me. I'm so excited that you are here. Hi, Emrats. Wow, what a name. Hi, Babosit. I'd love to know where you all are scoping in from. I am in the beautiful and sunny and warm city of Los Angeles, and I love it, love it. Thanks, E.R. Spalding, for inviting folks. How are you all? I'd love to know where you all are coming from. Nashville. Hi, definitely, Lisa. Oh my goodness, I've never been to Nashville. It's one of the places I really want to go. I actually like country music. Hi, Black Man 4100. Chicago. Love Chicago. Have family in Chicago. Thanks, Auto Credit. Hi, Marty Bars. I'd love to know where you guys are coming in from. I'd love to know your names. And I definitely, do want to get started soon. Hi, come on, girls. Such a fun town. I know. I need to come to Nashville. I hear only really good things about it. What a great music town. Yeah, it's definitely on my list. It's totally on my list. Okay. Hello, D. Michelle. Thank you all for joining. I'm so excited that you are here. I really think that I have some great words of encouragement and some tips to reduce mama guilt for all of you out there that may suffer from it from time to time. Hi, Eddie. Thanks so much for joining. And for all the fellas, and thanks so much for the hearts, and for all the fellas that are out there, please share these tips with your mama friends, be that your wife, your sisters, maybe your friends. Share. If you feel compelled to share this scope with others, I'm getting ready to tell you some great tips. Yes, mama friends, that's exactly what I call them. I was just talking about it recently, is that I actually love the word mama, and I have my son is not quite 2, and he calls me mama, and I think that is just the best word. I feel compelled to be selfish when my kids overwhelm me. Hello, D. Michelle. Honestly, you being selfish and taking care of yourself is actually the best thing that you can do when your kids overwhelm you. Oh, thanks, Snooki P World. That's so cute. Thanks. So I want to get started because I know everyone is pressed for time. Yes, amen. Yes, Michelle, taking care of mama is key because mama has to take care of everyone else. So the first tip that I have, thanks so much for the heart, is don't compare. Do not compare. We live in this world of what I call the Facebook fantasy, where everyone's lives look so magnificent. Mothers share like the beautiful days. Hi, Outcast brought me here. Hi, Funky Motive. Thank you all for joining. I'm so glad you all have joined in. So as I was saying, like the first basic tip is do not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself to other mothers. Do not compare your family to another family. Don't compare your children to other people's children. There is no reason in doing that. And there's a couple of points as to why you don't want to do that. Thanks, Manifesting Mojo, for joining. Comparison is the thief of joy. Bad connection for me, boo. Okay, smart and sassy mom. Yes, please catch me on the replay. I hope everyone else can still hear me. But basically, don't compare. And one of the reasons why you don't want to compare is this famous quote by Theodore Roosevelt: comparison is a thief of joy. You don't want to spend your time comparing your life or your mothering with someone else's. It does no one any good. It leads to discontentment, and you don't want that. Thanks for the heart. Yeah, you don't want to be discontent. And you also have to realize that we're all so different. Thanks, Jen Rogman, for joining. We're all so different. Everyone from different types of mothers to different types of children. You cannot compare. And then I think, have it a lot. Hello. I think we have it harder than perhaps other generations, where we live in what I call the Facebook fantasy, where everyone post their favorite pictures of when they're like living, it's like the highlight reel, right? Like it's the best time. And you know, it's when the kids are behaving and the kids are smiling and everything's perfect and you've had the great day. That's what I call the Facebook fantasy or the Instagram image, right? Like it's not real. So, you know, don't compare. Don't compare. You're just robbing yourself of the opportunity to enjoy your life and enjoy your kids. Yay, get to block someone. Block party. But yes, the first one is don't compare. It just doesn't help anyone. The second thing is for mamas, and this has really helped reduce mama guilt, is that you are enough. And a lot of times, you know, we wonder, oh my goodness, I wish I had done something better. Or like I've even thought to myself, man, I wish I had been a teacher before I became a mother, because then I would know you know, everything I could possibly know maybe about small kids to kids, you know, and you know, I wasn't. I was a lawyer and I was a journalist before becoming a mother. So, you know, we're all equipped differently. But the point is that, you know, we are enough. And I'm a spiritual person. I believe that God gave us our children for a reason, both to help us in our divine purpose and to help them in theirs. So we all came here to do something. And so we have our children for a reason, and we were paired for perfection, or we were paired perfectly. That's the best way to put it. We were put together for a great reason. And so we just have to trust that when we do our best, because that's all that's being asked of us, we are doing enough, and we are enough. Thank you, Portia, for joining. And so, you know, I love where I read. I've read lots of information about like mothers who worry about being a good mother. And here's the secret. If you are worrying about being a good mother, 9 times out of 10, you already are one. The people that could probably brush up on their mother skills, they're not thinking about this at all. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it, you know. And I just want to stress, and this is kind of a bonus point, is that perfection in mothering and in parenting is not the goal. Connection with our children, that's a goal. Divine alignment, being in line with our children and our families and, you know, God, source, universe, whatever you call it, I call it God, and feeling good about ourselves and our lives. Those are our goals. Those should be our priorities, and not perfection. Perfection is, first of all, not realistic, and it should not be a goal. The third one, and this, I think this is really key, is that there's not a right way to mother. There's not one right way to mother your children. There's not like only one way. A lot of times we get stuck in this paradigm or asking ourselves, I love your Periscope, but I gotta go pick up my little peanut. Oh, I love that. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Mondavino, for joining in. Ciao. Hope you catch the replay. But really, like, there's not a right way to mother. You know, you want to figure out what resonates with you. You want to be able to listen to that still small voice or your intuition, but you have to figure out what works for you and what works for your child, and then mother accordingly, and kind of block out what is quote unquote the right way and all of the shoulds, because they don't exist. And the reason why I can tell you that there's not a right way and that it doesn't exist, because if it did, there wouldn't be 20 million books on mothering and parenting. There wouldn't be. There wouldn't be. It would be, you know, everyone has an opinion. I have my opinion on what works. Absolutely, says Portia. Totally. You know, it's part of finding our own way. I personally believe that motherhood and parenting is a spiritual journey. It's a life journey. We're here to learn lessons. And part of that lessons, I think, in motherhood is learning to listen to ourselves and to connect with our children and figure out what works for our child at that moment in time, because they grow and evolve too. So if you're catching my conscious parenting book club scopes, I talk all about conscious parenting and how that works. And it all ties into, there's not a quote unquote right way to mother. It's learning how to mother from within. So, and then the fourth one, And my last point, because I don't want to keep you guys all day, is that you want to cut yourself some slack. You know, we're all going to have, you know, bad days. You know, we're going to have days where we don't want to cook, you know, where they don't get enough green beans maybe. They don't, you know, right now my son is refusing fruit, which is random, but, you know, he's one of those children that likes more vegetables than fruit. No, yeah, I feel you, girl, says D. Michelle. It's true. It's so true. It's, you know, there's going to be days when we don't clean, when our house looks like a complete wreck. Where we are sitting, thank you, Portia, for inviting people, where we're sitting on our couch and can't move because we're completely exhausted. Or, you know, the moment our husband comes home, here's the child, because you've had enough that day, right? Like, there are days, those are our days. Cut yourself some slack. We're all going to have those days. We're totally human. Or I have a good one for you guys. And if you have any, pop in on this so I know I'm not alone. I think almost every mother, and even fathers out there, you've had a time where a baby may have rolled onto the floor, like from the couch or from the bed. Thanks for all the hearts or something, right? It's one moment. You're not a terrible parent or a mother because that happened. You know, we have to learn. Bye, E.R. Spalding. Thank you. Yes, you'll catch the replay. Awesome. Yay. Maya be like, yep. Thank you. Yes, Portia is saying, and thank you so much, Bobby, for joining. Yes, and thanks for the hearts. You know, we have to cut ourselves some slack. There are going to be days when what we think is unthinkable might happen. And you know what? Like, what we have to do is in that moment, come face up to it, apologize to ourselves, right? For being hard on ourselves, apologize to our children or our spouse or partner or whomever it is at that moment. Keep it moving. We release it, right? We apologize, we take ownership, we take responsibility, we make amends or atonement, and we move on. Hi, Simo45. Hi, my name is Brooke-Sidney, and I'm with BellaandTheBabe.com. And so that's basically what it is. You know, it's those days are not the sum total of our motherhood. It's one day. And it basically means that if you see that you have a bad day, and especially if you go and say, I'm sorry, or whatever it is, it means we're human and we're growing, right? So anyway, just to do a really quick recap, and I would love to hear if you guys have any mama tips. Like, I would love, my names are Sidar Turkish, and Portia's like, thank you for the reminder. Oh, you're so welcome. Like, we as mamas need to keep encouraging other mamas, because it is one of those jobs where it's, you know, it's thankless. A lot of times you're just moving and doing the best that you can do, and it's not easy work. It's not easy work because I know you're always trying to be your best self for your family and your child. And that often means, you know, you're hard on yourself. So just to remember, just to take away with you is, first, don't compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. It does no one any good, especially in the Facebook fantasy world. 2, you are enough. And, you know, with that, perfection is not the goal. You are doing a good job. Oh, I'm so glad that you needed this, Maya. 3, there is not a right way to mother. No, definitely not a right way. There's perhaps a great way for you to mother, and that's from listening to yourself and knowing your children. And then the last and final point is to cut yourself some slack. You know, like, we're going to have good days. Those are going to be the majority, but we're also going to have some challenging days. And our goal is to just do our best and keep moving on through it. So does anyone have any questions, or does anyone have any stories to share? I'd love to hear from you all. Thanks, MC Slingblade, for joining. I'm so happy that you all tuned in tonight. My site, BellaandTheBabe.com, I talk about all these types of things, from motherhood tips to, you know, empowering motherhood to parenting tips. Portia says, when I do something great, I remember those days during my challenging days. Yes, totally. Yeah, I have a Facebook group, like a mama community, and on Wednesdays, I have what's called Winning Wednesdays, and that's the day that we share, like, basically a mama win, and that could be something as small as, you know, I got my child to eat his green beans, perhaps, or that my kid threw a tantrum in the store, and I was completely unaffected. I was sympathetic to my child, but thumbs up and heart to all mothers. Yes, MC Sling Braid, totally. You know, a mama win is important to notice, and it's important for us to recognize, because there are going to be days where it's totally challenging. Thanks so much for the hearts. It's so pretty, so pretty. And I really am just excited that this message resonates with you all and that it's helpful, because it's like one of my favorite topics. So anyway, any more questions? I'd love to answer any questions. Please, if you have the opportunity, go to my site, bellaandthebabe.com. If you are interested in I live in Los Angeles, sunny and warm Los Angeles, Maya. Where do you live? While she's typing, because I know there's always a delay. But if you're interested in learning more about conscious, oh, that's fine. I know you're not a stalker. Hi, Portia. I'll be there next week. Awesome. Yeah, if you're interested in the conscious parent. Oh, Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I have so many friends in Atlanta. I went to school down south for my undergrad, so a lot of my friends either moved to DC or they moved to Atlanta. So yes, I would love to continue getting to know you all. If you're interested in the Conscious Parent Book Club, it's completely free. I have a mama group that's associated with it on Facebook. You just go to my website and you pop in your email address and you can join the Facebook group. So anyway, bellaandthebabe.com/join if you're interested in that. I would love to continue connecting with you all, and next week we'll be moving on with that. We'll be scoping about chapter 4. I want to say it's called 4.5, because 4 was so deep that I only talked about the first portion of it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I can't talk anymore. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you have too. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.